Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a hair video. I know how much you love the hair videos, so it's very exciting. Before we start, I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on my YouTube journey. It's been fun. And thanks for, subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching the ads, all those things. Thanks for being good viewers and thanks for leaving nice comments, most of all. Most importantly, thanks for being lovely. I really appreciate it. My mental state, my mental health cannot cope with negativity. So it's nice that you're all positive. Lovely. So today I have this wig, okay? This was one of my first Mariah wigs. It's a full lace wig. It's made for my head. I had it made, oh gosh, maybe like, over 10 years ago. And I've been wearing it as, I was wearing it for my Mariah. I've got a couple of Mariah wigs now, but that was my original one. So I am going to, today, color it and cut it because I want to wear it as a boy. I'm no longer, I'd still like to keep it for Mariah, but here is the thing. My goal, let me take my hair out. Hold on a second. So my hair looks like a mess. It's dreadful. But my goal to grow my hair initially was to have 90s Mariah hair. Okay. Now with my hair being so fine and the curls really, really hard to manage. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to grow it. It's I don't know. I'm not holding my breath and the fact that I'm going to get the length I want. I'm definitely going to keep growing in it. And even if it gets like about here, I'm happy with that. But to live my 90s Mariah fantasy, I am going to use this wig. And then I can wear it as Mariah still, but also as me during the day. Like, just for like, funsies and, just everyday life, because who doesn't need some options, you know what I mean? So I'll show you what it looks like now. So obviously it's human hair and it's a really lovely, lovely wig. And the thing I love about, it's not styled, it's just been washed and left at the moment. I have colored it previously, but that color has worn out. I just use like mousses because I didn't want anything too permanent, but it has definitely washed out and I'd need to sort of, recolor it anyway. Let's put some regrowth in it. And, but the good thing about this wig is that this is its natural curl. It's actually permed, which is perfect for 90s Mariah hair, but also to match my hair. But I need to do some root shading. I want to cut it. I want to layer it a little bit. I want a little fringe because if I'm going to wear it as a boy during the day, well, not that I care, but I don't want to really be able to see the lace. I don't mind seeing a little bit of lace on the side, but like I just basically want to be able to wear I kind of, I want to be unspring, unclockable. Wow. I'll never know what the time is because I'm unclockable. So, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to do this wig. Yeah, I'm going to put some root shadow in it and I'm going to give it a trim. And I'm going to create my 90s Mariah hair fantasy. Oh, it's so exciting. Yes. Okay, well, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so today I'm going to be using Wella Color Touch because I really like it. It's a demi-permanent color, so it's more permanent than a semi, but not as permanent as a permanent. I like Wella Color Touch. I use Wella Color Touch on my hair now, just on my regrowth, and I use color 8, just 8N, or 8. And so I'm going to use a color 7 for this one, just because I do find that the color 8 is great for my hair because it just almost makes like my grays blonde. But this will need a little bit more depth to it. So let me do this. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. It's always good to measure. In my day, we never measured per developer. We just got it to the right consistency. But this is a very specific 2-to-1, and I'm just not as used to. I guess you get very used to how much to pour and the consistencies. Okay. That's good. Very exciting. I'll probably use another tube. I find that human hair wigs absorb color really a lot. We're very hungry, thirsty, They're so thirsty. I know how they feel. So when I color human hair wigs, I always start from the underneath first because it's going to take you time. This has got a 20-minute developing time, but it is going to take you, like, by the time you get to the, if you start at the top, it's going to have a lot more processing time than the back. Now these don't cut. I'm not 100% familiar with how these work. I'm not that well trained. But I know that, like, once it gets to its color, it just stops. But I might want the top to sort of have a little bit more lightness to it. And doing it this way as well will also allow me to see how the color's going. And you can see how warm that is. I mean, I probably could have done some color correction and added some ash into this. But I don't care that much. Okay. And another reason why I like using semi-permanent colors is because you've got to wet the hair first. You wash the hair first. So the hair's wet, which means that the color blends a little bit better. Like if you're using a permanent tint, I find that it's a very harsh line, which is fine if you want that, but it's very difficult to put a hard, even line in a wig for regrowth. So let's start. I'm gonna be quite generous underneath because I want lots of depth. Apply the color generously because, like I said, it is thirsty and you want it to really absorb. If you be frugal, you might lose your pigment and become a bit washy. You'll also notice that I'm not being too precious with getting color on the ends. Like I'm you know, focusing on the regrow, the roots and the mid-length, obviously. But because it's all sort of same, in the same tonal family, I don't mind it. But if I was doing like a really blonde wig, like a 613, and I was putting darker roots in it, you have to be really careful of where that color goes. Like it only, you know, it's very stressful. But this is not so stressful. And it's just for me, so it's, it was for a customer, I'd probably care a little bit more. Okay, well that's the back underneath done, and already it's looking pretty good, so that's good. I'm going to continue up, although I am almost at the end of my my color, so you can see how much color you need. So don't be afraid to, like, you know, buy extra if you're going to get color. It's always better to have more than less. Nothing worse than getting halfway through a head of hair and then running out of color and not being able to finish it. It's like, and that's when you start to, like, well, I find, be really frugal, and then there's just not enough pigment to go around, so it just, you know, looks like crap. I'm going to leave this top part out again because I think I'll mix up a new batch of color for this top and the front, and that way all that's going to process at the same time. So all this can just go in here. Okay, got a new batch of color. Now I'm going to start here underneath again and leave this top till last. So this is the part I'm doing now. Just so I've got as much control as possible for the top part, because that's where I want to have it looking, you know, the nicest. I should do a color refresher course because I mean, bear in mind, don't forget, I'm pretty old, and I started hairdressing in 1994, and I haven't worked in a salon since maybe the beginning of 1999, end of 1998. So it's been a while, you know, and my knowledge of colour is quite limited. It's quite basic. I was never really interested in colour. I was more styling and stuff like that I liked. I mean, I still learnt it, obviously, and what I needed to know. Now, do be careful with the front lace. I just realised that I haven't been at all, but you probably should, because some lace does colour. It takes on the colour. And it's hard to know which lace does and which lace doesn't, I find. This is this should be a nylon lace, like a synthetic lace. I mean, I assume they all be synthetic, but just be mindful of that front, of those front knots. And we'll go back afterwards and we'll, oh, I keep spilling colour on the floor. I forgot to put my mat down. I might even just do this just quickly, just to sort of take off that. I'll help blend that edge. There we are. Okay, next side. I'll do this way. Oh yeah, that colour's looking nice. It's a little bit dark, which means that it is quite dark actually. But that's fine because I haven't done the top yet. So, oh, well maybe I should have done a 8 on top. Anyway, I've mixed the colour now. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, now we're at the top. We're gonna be quick. I'm gonna get my little timer. Hold on a second. Okay, now, quick. I'm gonna work from the back to the front. Okay, and then I'm going to put the timer on for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna start combing it through, and then we're gonna get it off. I'm gonna get her off. And this time, I'm not gonna go as deep with the regrowth, with the color application. I'm just gonna put it on just at the root. I'll be quick. Oh, oh, damn it. Now, I can tell that the lace isn't being dyed, so I can be a little bit more generous. Okay, she's done. Now I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes for the top because I don't want it to go too dark. Okay, now let me just go through and just have a look at the back, which actually I might rotate that out as well. Okay, so I've got a few minutes to go. Obviously this part has had its full development time, and I'm just going to go now and just comb it through a little bit just to help blend the join of the colour to the hair, if that makes sense. Bit of a balayage kind of effect. And obviously the processing time for this part will be less. Okay, that's 10, that's perfect timing. Okay, I'm gonna keep combing this through now, to the top. 5 minutes, and that should be it. Should be done then. I'm just lifting this up because I don't want any of this to touch down underneath. I can see I have done it a little bit, you know, too much color down here, but you know, it's fine. It's just me. Oh. Ooh. Okay, ready? I'll wash it off. Okay, so we're back and she's finished. Let me do this. So I've let her dry. Naturally, so she's got all her curls still in there. And she's got all that beautiful root shadow. Oh. Look at that. I mean, if I look very closely, there are, you know, there's a couple little bits, but I mean, apart from, it's hard. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit there, little patch there, but nothing too dramatic. Nothing I can't cope with. So now I'm gonna cut some layers into it, some more layers. I think, I feel so guilty about cutting it. Like, it's like, we are in a wig famine. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get wigs like this made again for me. But I figured I'd rather, you know, make her wearable than have her sitting on a shelf, you know what I mean? So let's just do it, huh? Okay. Okay, so I had to turn the camera off and move the ring light and everything because I've been trained to use the mirror to cut, but I just cannot do hair with a ring light in front of me blocking the mirror. So I had to do that. So I've given her a cut. I'm gonna refine the fringe when it's on my head. And now I'm going to style her with a bit of mousse and a scrunch with a diffuser, and we'll see how we go. Oh, okay, well that's the most boring job in the world done. Diffusing hair is just like, oh, worse than steaming. But anyway, are you straight? You're not straight, but let me just fix you. There we are. I think she looks fabulous. I've resisted putting, oh, it's a little bit damp, but that's okay, tongs through it because I want it to have that really natural hair, you know, curl effect, that permed look. Even though her hair's not permed, But and my hair's not permed, but the wig's permed. So let me put some pink curls in my hair and let's get her on my head. Okay, ha! Okay, should we see what she looks like? Oh, my 90s Mariah fantasy. Of course, I'm not going to be able to see what she looks like because the mirror's been covered. But let me... bitch. Okay, oh my gosh. Am I glamorous? Is it fabulous? I can't see. I'm trying to see through like... Now, I think I need to trim this. I need to move the camera. I need to pause for a second, trim this fringe, get my things together, and then I'll come back, okay? Okay. Wow. Okay. If this isn't 90s Mariah, I don't know what is. Shame I can't play any music because, you know, copyright and all, but... So, look, I will be using this regularly. Not just for Mariah, for me. Actually, probably never for Mariah. Oh, wow. Yep, very happy. Very happy indeed. Okay. Well, guys, thanks for joining me again. Hope that was fun. Certainly fun for me. I got something out of it. Oh, I feel like Mariah in like Vision of Love. Actually, it's more like 1991 Mariah. More like Emotions Mariah, you know? Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my video. I certainly enjoyed it. I got something out of it. I got some hair. Oh, please don't ask me for one because ain't possible. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe. Click the subscribe button, guys. Yes. Watch some ads. Share it. All those things. I'll see you on Wednesday. No. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, bye. Mwah.
Wigs by Vanity. This is my wigs. I don't wear hair.